Estaba esperando no tener problemas con... Good morning, Linda. Ophelia had two, so she gave me one. I'm only gonna do a little bit. I need to get to 10 people so that we can... update everybody. Good morning, Joanne. I just want to go live to update you guys and get, but it's okay. I probably have the wrong. Oh, I know why I have this packet. The only thing that I'm gonna need to send are pictures of these check stubs. Good morning, Helpy. Well, good afternoon. Quiero pasar un ratito con ustedes, no mucho tiempo, pero un ratito. I want to give you all an update on what happened or what's going on with the report that I made against Felicita Gutierrez and Annette Hinojosa to the Judicial Commission for misappropriation of their power and their position. So I'm going to wait because that's what we're here for, to talk about how people go to court and these people could actually stand there and tell you, we don't have to talk to you. Then you go and complain to who you think is higher than them here in your county or in your city. And that person gets advised, hey, if you talk to that person, you might be in trouble, so don't talk to her. So then you have to step a little further and ask Ophelia's cousin Google, who do you complain to? You obviously already complained to them. They didn't want to talk to you. You've been complaining to the police, and the police are not paying attention. You're thinking that you're going to the city because the city commissioner is over the police department, and he doesn't want to talk to you because something else is going on. And with me, something else is going on. So the man gave me the green light about the Commission of Judicial Misconduct. And now he won't talk to me because I want to report the police department for misconduct and for not doing their job. Of course, he's not doing his job because he's not enforcing anything. You go and complain to him, and you can't talk to him now. So I can't talk to him now. Ophelia probably still can until he closes the doors on her. But that's up to him, and I really don't care. And I'm here to let anybody that has gone to court here in Willacy County know that if Judge Felicita Gutierrez or Annette Hinojosa's office did you wrong while you went to court, and they used their power and their friendship for misconduct in a courtroom, you can report it. And I want to let you all know what I did. I got some forms from Google, my cousin, because Ophelia says he's our cousin. And this form came up, and it's for the Judicial Commission for misconduct and power misconduct in a courtroom by a judge, and it was sent to Austin. And I want to update you all. If you all think that these people do not reply, yes, they do reply. They replied on by email last Friday. No, I sent it last week sometime, and this week I got a response from them. And I wanted to respond back by email before the end of the week. So yesterday, Ophelia was cussing me out because she says that I always give her work. But what would I do without my little sister? I tell her, how can I not give you work, sister? You're the one with the videos. I can't read all the messages, so I'm not going to even try. If anybody is, thanks for deleting, Nadia. If anybody is coming in here to be hateful or to put rude remarks, I already deal with the ones on TikTok about my teeth and other things that we're not here to talk about. But we are here to talk about Felicita Gutierrez and Aner Hinojosa's office. And the fact that I got an email from these people asking me, or actually telling me, that they got my form, they will look into it, and if I have any additional things that I want to send to support what I was talking about, for me to send it in. Well, of course, you all already know that my whole thing with all this situation is that I've been parked here for 2 years without working at any real type of job, especially a job where I was getting 948 one week and 833 the next week. And I always tell you all that I don't like working overtime, and this is one of the reasons that I don't like working overtime. One of the weeks reflects 8 hours of overtime, in which I only made $100 in those 8 hours. And the other week reflects no overtime. So y'all can see that this is the only thing that I am lacking of sending these people a year worth of check stubs where it shows, and I'm just showing the amount of how much I was making a week. I was making almost $1,000 a week where I was at. And because of these people and their religion friendship or their growing up friendship or whatever it was, I was stuck here for 2 years not working because it was affecting my background check. My background check, any application that I fill out that is for government related work, correctional officer work, or any type of work like that, is going to require a background check. I cannot lie on an application and say that I don't have a court pending. I don't have one anymore, but I did for those 2 years because these women were sitting on the paperwork because they were friends with the aggressors. So, because of that friendship, I'm the one that lost 800 one week and 900 another week. Well, most closer to 850 and 950. So, and now that they dismissed one case by slapping somebody in the hand and giving her a 6-month, and I have it on this phone, I took pictures of what they did, charging her court fees for $200, attorney fee for something else, and I don't know, she ended up paying like $600 in fines, and they're giving her a break and letting her pay $100 a month and telling her to stay away from me. That was Liz. The one that I was going to court with was Liz because supposedly I was the victim that The lawyer for the district attorney didn't want to talk to me, never talked to me or anything, and didn't talk to me and settled the case without talking to me as a victim for $650. And we're not here to talk about the 850 and 950 that I lost for 2 years, for over a period of 2 years, plus an apartment. So, if anybody in Willacy County has been to these courtrooms and feels like they got jacked by these judges, you can write to the judicial court commission, the judicial commission for misconduct of judges. And it's in Austin. I did get a reply, and I wanted to let all my followers know that I sent them a video of the Halloween show that me and Ophelia did when all this started. When was it? 3 years ago? 3 years ago. And I also sent them pictures that are public on Facebook of Annette Hinojosa and Felicita sitting with Sylvia Marroquin at a table at Kickapoo and on a trip to Vegas taking pictures on the strip. So those were sent as proof of the friendship that these people have, so that they don't say that I'm lying about what happened and how they sat on the papers for 2 years, didn't talk to me, didn't ask me any questions, just sat on them until the 2 year period came up. Is when these courts starting to come up after the 2 year period, is when we started getting calls. Hey, you have to show up for a status meeting court. And the first one went to the second one, and then when we went to the second one was when the lawyer said that she just wanted 6 months probation and for that person to stay away from me. But the other thing was that I didn't know that Felicita's office was sitting on another case against me. And I wasn't even told that that one was a case until she decided to use Ophelia as her mailman and gave Ophelia a paper where Felicita and Annette Hinojosa dismissed that case without talking to anybody. After the 2 year period was gone, they dismissed it under a statute of limitations. I didn't even know that Felicita was sitting on that case. And that was the case for the warrant for my arrest. Because of harassment. According to them, it was harassment. But if you dismiss a case and you say that you dismissed it, how is it that you want me to get a lawyer to expunge all this crap from my background that you caused? So I also told the commission that. How does that happen? I didn't start anything with these people. Their thing was between Ophelia and them, but because the Halloween party or the Halloween show was done here at my house, I was brought into it. Which, I'm still standing, like Elton John says in Ophelia. I mean, I didn't die in those 2 years. Of course, I wasn't going to die. I was making 950 to and 850 every other week when I was out of Willacy County for a whole year. And I wasn't bending the elbow. So, of course, I had some kind of savings. But for these people to just act like nothing happened is totally ridiculous and stupid. Also, we're dealing with just a bunch of haters. I mean, what does my teeth have to do with their lives? What? They didn't pay for my teeth. They didn't. What? My eyes are out, so I look like a frog to them. You know, hello. I look like Moon Yoon Soon from North Korea, the president. Well, at least they gave me a presidential post, you know. But I'm supposed to what? Be on here every day telling them off? No, I'm not gonna do it. Something that's below your ankles is never gonna be something that you look at, unless it smells. And if it starts smelling, you better wash your shoes, your feet, your whole body. And that's what's going on right now with some individual here in Raymondville, but that's a whole nother can of worms there. But what I'm here for is to let y'all know that I did receive an email back from this commission for judicial misconduct, and they will be investigating them. They were sent the video of the Halloween show, and they were also sent pictures of different parties, not just one, where Annette Hinojosa and Sylvia Maruquin sit together at the table and drink. And pictures of them in Vegas together. So this is not just a misconduct. Annette Hinojosa should have removed herself and her office from representing anybody that has anything to do with people that she goes on trips with. But obviously she didn't, because they're so used to pulling crap, and that's what it's called, pulling crap, and getting away with it. But there are places where you can complain if you have been to their courtrooms and you feel like they did you wrong. You can complain to the Judicial Commission of Misconduct in Austin, Texas, and see what they're going to do about it. At this point, it's over for me. I don't care. I didn't die in those 2 years as much as they were praying for me to die. I didn't, you know. And like I tell everybody, brujeria is not illegal anywhere in the United States. Nobody that carries $1,000 phone or over, because most of you do have more expensive phones than when I have one. Mine was 900, so I know that other people have iPhones or Apple phones that are more expensive than that. Why would you go to a santero or anybody to do any type of brujeria that's legal when you can just put hechiceria mexicana on your phone, and Ofelia's cousin Google will give you all the information on how to do anything that you want done. If you have enough ovaries to do it, just do it. HEB has 24 feet of shelf space with all kinds of candles. CVS has 16 feet. Yes, am I advertising for them? It's free. Why not? They do have it. CVS has almost 16 feet of all type of candles, oils, cascaria, all kinds of waters that you can use to do any type of brujeria that you want to do if you have the ovaries to do it. So that's not illegal. What I was doing, what me and Ophelia were doing on that Halloween show was not illegal. What is illegal is somebody doing a warrant and dating the person that came on my driveway, and the police department looking the other way and acting stupid every time I was doing another report. They kept giving me that person, knowing that I kept telling them, I don't know why you're doing this, because I kept telling a lady detective there, you keep giving me this dirty police officer, and I don't care if he's married or not. He had an affair with the person that came on my yard, on my driveway, and gave me a warrant. And since Felicita was her friend, Felicita signed that warrant. That's judicial misconduct. Now, I don't know if the man started dating her after the warrant or before the warrant, or if it was just a one-time thing. I don't care, but that's what you hear in the grapevine. And she has every right. She's widowed. She can go out with whoever she wants. I'm not here to talk about the lady, but at this point, I don't give a shit. At this point, this video, this 20-minute video of coming up here and just letting you all know, hi Vanessa, letting you all know that the commission did write back. They will look into it. They wanted to open up an email if I had other things that I wanted to send them. And the last thing that I want to send them is a copy of all the check stubs so that they can know that I'm not lying about I was making $31 an hour while these people were sitting on all these papers. I couldn't work. So, what happens when somebody doesn't work for 2 years and has a whole bunch of haters? Because these teeth cost money. And you're not bending the elbow. And it's not because you don't have liquor. I just got back from a trip that I made with Ophelia. And I brought back some more guys, that could sit at my table. But drinking wisely is one thing that our dad always showed us, because he was not somebody that was drinking every day. I remember he would drink a green. It was like that Fireballs stuff, but it was green. It was a different type. It wasn't liquor, but it was in the liquor family with his aunt. And they would do shots, but it was not every day. And it was, hi, Eunice Trevino. And it was like him and his aunt, they would shoot the breeze outside. They would drink shots of that and, call it a day. He wasn't a person that was bending the elbow with beer. And none of his children bent the elbow with beer. I think the only one that does that is Ophelia, and she'll put like 20 lemons in one beer. Hi, Ontiveros. And Ophelia does that, but I don't. I don't drink wine coolers. I'll drink Smirnoff, triple sec, or the apple one. But anyways, I am here to let y'all know that commission did write to me, and I already sent them that video plus all those pictures. So we'll see where that takes us, and I will keep you all updated on anything that is going on with that thing that they're doing, that investigation. And I really don't care. I already told them they don't need to keep it private for me, because I don't care. I'm not gonna keep it private for them, because I want anybody in Willacy County that sees this video to know that if you have been mistreated, or you feel that you were not treated properly in any court here in Willacy County, you can complain to the Judicial Commission of Misconduct for Judges. And why am I putting Annette Hinojosa into that commission is because she's the district attorney. And she basically works almost all the cases. But if they're her friends, she's going to sit on them and wait the 2 years and not do nada. So since she decided to do that, I decided to go forward and complain. And I am going to complain about the Raymondville Police Department. I will find out where Ophelia's cousin kind of gave me an idea, and it's really not the Texas Rangers. There is another commission that looks into misconduct for police officers in Texas, and I will be writing to them about all these cases that we report and nothing gets done. Still waiting for the chief to return a phone call from 2 years ago. So it's like, and every time Ophelia goes there and takes me, she doesn't like taking me because they piss me off. So it's like, I really don't care. I reported Vanessa Tijerina last night. So I'm not here to talk about her misconduct, but I did report her. You know, I don't have any reason to get off of my vehicle and go onto her property. But I have to pass by her house every day to see my sister. And she's not going to stop me because that road is public. So, it's been 24 minutes, people. Muchas gracias por acompañarme. And I just wanted to let y'all know this. And I don't care who streams it, stream it. I just want everybody in Willacy County to know in this one cow town, if you were mistreated in those courts, you can go to the Judicial Misconduct Commission in Austin and complain. So, thanks a lot. Bye, you guys. Enjoy the day. It's so hot.